Roya Diamond is so guys, I'm back again with another video. Today we're reacting to My Story Animated. I made every guy in school obsessed with me. Let me find out every guy in school was obsessed with her. It gotta be every guy but one guy. Let's get into it, guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Paige and I'm from Tennessee. Please like and subscribe to MSA. My mom was a former beauty queen and I was born with the same gorgeous looks. Everyone thought I'd follow in her footsteps. I loved being admired and getting attention until I got interested in what my dad did. He was an important politician who worked very closely with the president. And growing up, I wanted to be more like him. But mom was more keen on teaching me how to put on makeup and walk in heels. I was only 8 when she started taking me for modeling classes. The instructors tried teaching me how to catwalk and pose in front of the camera, but I would deliberately strike the dumbest poses and walk like a jellyfish. And
Cause she funny, she goofy.
they'd all give
That's
up.
her personality.
Why do you do this every time, Paige? Because I don't want to be a model, Mom. I'd always run away from her and go and seek comfort in Dad. He'd tell me some awesome stories about work, and I'd have the best time. But eventually, Dad started climbing up powerful positions in government and got really busy, and I'd hardly get to see him. One day in 5th grade, I was decorating my house for Halloween when suddenly I saw half my decorations were gone. I looked around and found a boy my age running away with all my stuff.
He was taking her pumpkins? Why he take her pumpkins out of everybody else?
Hey, stop right there! I jumped onto him and pinned him to the floor. Who are you and why are you stealing my stuff? I wasn't stealing, I swear. I'm your neighbor and I was just trying to prank you. So, you're a liar and a thief. That house has been empty for ages. Yeah, but we just moved in, Dumbo. But I just pulled his hair harder when his parents came running and saved him. And it turns out they indeed had moved into the house next to mine. And that boy Carson was even gonna go to the same school as me. From the very first day, he was super popular because he was cute.
Aw, all the girls liked him. How cute.
And all the girls were buzzing around him like he was some queen bee. But since I already knew him, I wanted him to be my friend first. If you want, I can save you from all the trouble of making new friends. You can just hang out with me. And why would I want to do that? I held him by the collar and pulled him with me. This is my secret hideout at school and I'm sharing it with you. So, now we're friends and you're not letting any of those girls near you. Got it? Gosh, you're really...
Oh, now she getting jealous, but he was stealing her pumpkins and she ain't like that.
bossy. This place is cool. So sure, it's a deal. After that, Carson and I started hanging out together and we became really close. And Mom didn't like it. She said it wasn't girly to have a male friend. Whatever. I'd sneak out of the house and play football with Carson, and in no time, we became the bestest of friends. And slowly, I started to fall in love with him, and that bothered Mom continuously.
Falling in love already? But that's teenage love right there.
One night, I planned to sneak into his room to play video games, but Mom caught me and started screaming at me nonstop. Just let her be, honey. Let her do what she likes. Oh, Dad!
Her
you're
dad?
back. Dad was rarely home, but whenever he'd be back, he'd let me do what I wanted. And I thought he was the perfect parent, unlike Mom, who always tried to boss me around. Then a few days later, I was turning 16, and I decided to tell Carson how I felt about him. But when I reached school, I saw him talking to a new girl. After she walked away, Carson turned to me
Oh yeah, she liked him.
and gave me the shock of my life. She's gonna be the mother of my future kids. You're what? You heard it, Paige. And you're my bro. You're
That
gonna help me get her,
hurts.
right? What?
That hurts her because she been liking him for years, and all of a sudden he got a crush on a whole nother girl. He never could tell that she liked him.
Are you nuts? How can you even think that? Ah, shoot. I'm so stupid. I completely forgot. You're not that much into girly stuff yourself. So, I don't think you'll be that much help to me. I'll just have to win her all on my own. Saying that, he just left me there, and I felt crushed. I cried my heart out in our secret spot. But then, suddenly I saw a girl passing from a distance, and all the boys were going crazy over her. Her name was Lola, and she was an ace student. 2 weeks after joining school, she even became the cheerleading captain. I felt jealous and planned to annoy her as much as possible. I kept trying to make her look bad in front of Carson and kept failing. Did you see her today? Who wears full purple to school? She looked like a plum. I know,
How he looking? He's like, oh my gosh, she's so hot.
right? She looked so cute. You know, she must change boyfriends every day, given she has so many boys after her. You're just gonna get your heart broken if you chase her. Ah, come on. You know I'm the most handsome guy at school, and she's the only one who'll look good next to me. When this didn't work, I began pranking her in the classroom so she'd lose her temper. But instead, she behaved so nicely and let it all go in good humor. One time, as she was walking inside the school, I even made a small puppy pee on her Jimmy Choos, but she just picked it up and started playing with it. God,
Wow, of course she loved cute dogs.
she was an angel. It was really hard to hate her. So, I decided to try something else. Pretend to be her friend. Gosh, you're so pretty and nice. I wish I could... Hey, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm sorry, but I'm just not into girls. But I have a friend who lives in New
She thought she liked her. Oh my.
York, and she would totally dig you. What? No, I'm not into girls either. Why would you think that? 'Cause you keep following me around all the time. I don't want to be rude,
You see her following her around? She hasn't been very sneaky.
especially since your mom is amazing. What? How do you know her? Well, everyone knows about her. She was a super famous model in her time, but she gave up her career for her family. She sounds like an amazing mom. Well, I
Wow.
never thought of it that way. But as we continued talking, I realized Lola was a very nice person. We often hung out together, but instead of faking it, I started to become a real friend to her. And Carson thought I was doing it all for him. You're amazing, Paige. I can't believe you arranged a date for us. For the last time, I didn't invite you. It's supposed to be just me and Lola. Go away. Even though I'd have so much fun with Lola, I hated Carson trying to hit on her all the time. But he'd invite himself
Yeah, because she liked Carson, obviously.
to all the places we'd go. Soon it was Lola's birthday, and she'd invited both me and Carson to her place. But when I reached there, I was shocked to see my dad. Dad, what are you doing here?
What is her dad doing? Yeah, I'm curious. And he looks scared. Look at his face.
Paige, what are you doing here? Your dad? I didn't know he was your dad. Turns out, Dad and Lola's mom were high school BFFs. And later, Lola told me my dad and her mom hung out together often, and he even helped Lola with
Dang. So is he with her mom or something like that?
their projects and stuff. And that made me feel really weird, given I barely saw Dad at home these days. But Dad brushed off all my doubts on our way home when he told me he was inviting Lola and her mom for a picnic to introduce them to Mom. The next day, everyone joined us on the picnic, including Carson. But the entire time, I could see Mom getting a bit jealous seeing Dad and Lola's mom talking and laughing at a distance.
That's sad. Yeah, she hating that.
And so was I. But then suddenly, Mom lost consciousness and fell to the ground. Mom, are you okay? I was devastated as we rushed Mom to the hospital. And the worst thing happened when she woke up. Who are you? Mom, what are you saying? It's me. The doctor came in and told us that
Is her mom faking to lose her memory? Or did she really lose her memory?
she had amnesia. And this just broke my heart. The entire way home, Mom looked at us like she was going back home with strangers. We showed her all the family albums, but nothing triggered her memory. Lola kept calling and texting me to ask about Mom while I took some days off from school,
Oh
but I
my
didn't
gosh.
reply. It annoyed me that Dad and her mom were suddenly best friends, and somehow I just wanted to avoid her. One day, while Mom sat in the garden alone, I went and joined her. Mom, how are you feeling now? I'm feeling better, but I'm sorry, I still don't remember much. You don't have to apologize about anything. I hugged her tight, and then she asked me tons of questions, and I was happy to relive all those memories with her. So, do you have a boyfriend? I kinda have someone I like, but he doesn't see me as girlfriend material. What? What do you mean? You're my daughter, and there's no way you can
Look,
go
why does-
unnoticed by any guy.
Why does she seem more cooler now than she did when she was remembering everything?
She pulled me into her room
They're
and gave
just
me a
like best-
makeover. And this time, I didn't say anything because I wanted to spend all the time with her and let her love me the way she wanted. The next day when I reached school, everyone's jaw dropped, and by lunchtime, my phone and locker were full of love messages.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, you look like a whole new person, Paige. I didn't know you were a girl. No, that's not what I meant.
What he about to say? I didn't know you were that beautiful.
Ah, cut it, Carson. I'm still the same person on the inside. You know, the one you don't like as anything more than a friend and never will? Paige, I like you the most. You've been my favorite person ever since childhood, and I was a fool to chase Lola. But then slowly, I realized I was losing you, and I don't want that. I want to be with you. You're just telling me this because I look pretty now. No. Trust me, Paige. You're the one I love, even when you're in shorts and sneakers playing football. I wanted to tell you my true feelings earlier, but you were so upset with everything going on with your mom. Listening to those words, I felt good, but something in my heart felt uneasy.
He probably was just scared too because he didn't want to mess up their friendship.
So I walked away, but Carson would stop at nothing to convince me of his feelings. He'd walk back home with me every day and spend time with me and Mom. And slowly, over a couple of months, Mom's memories started to get better. She could recognize both me and Dad, and I was really happy about it. But then one day, something bizarre happened. I got home and saw Mom was crying her eyes out, and Dad and Lola's mom were also there. Mom, what's wrong? And then she told me how she found Dad making out with Lola's mom on our couch. What? Dad? Okay, yeah.
Aw, man, that's bad.
And what's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything to cry about. I love Lily and she loves me. And with your mom being so sick and all, I can't handle the pressure of my work and the elections are coming up. I want a partner who can support me. I couldn't believe my ears. This wasn't the same person who I'd thought of as my idol all my life. You're the worst. All this time when Mom needed you the most, you've been cheating on her? Probably even from before that. Both of you, please get out. The two of them left and I hugged Mom tight. Later that night, Lola called me, but I didn't pick up. She approached me in school the next day, but I started walking in the other direction. Wait, please, just a minute.
She avoided her because of her mom.
Can't you take a hint, Lola? I don't want to hear anything you have to say. Go home and enjoy time with my dad and be a perfect family. Just stay away from me. I'd spent most of my time with Mom to comfort her, and we grew closer than ever before. Even if she hadn't always been the perfect parent, she'd always been there. A few weeks later, I came home after doing some grocery shopping when I found Lola kissing Carson in my backyard. What the heck? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No, Carson and Lola. Aw, man.
Tree, does it? You're just like your mom. No, Paige, I was here to warn you about this jerk, but then he just grabbed me. What? She's lying. Paige said she'd rejected Carson the same day Mom fainted at the picnic. I thought it was weird that Carson asked you out right after asking me, but I didn't say anything. But then he kept texting me and told me he was with you just to make me realize my true feelings for him. But do you know what my true feelings are for you, Carson? You're a jerk, and I hate you. What a liar. She jumped onto me and tried to kiss me. Trust me, Paige. But then Lola took out her phone and showed me all of the chats. And she was
So Carson been trying to be a player.
right. Carson, you jerk. I can't believe I trusted someone like you and never realized what kind of person you are. Get out of my house. I pushed Carson so hard he fell on his butt and then angrily left. Just then, Lola took my hand. Paige, I'm sorry. I know what my mom did was wrong, but I had no idea about anything going on between them. Even I hate them both for what they did. You don't have to be sorry about anything, Lola. I know it wasn't your fault, but I took my anger out on you. Then please, let's get back to being friends again. I'm moving out of my mom's place for college next year anyway. What our parents did doesn't have to ruin what we have. I don't want to lose a friend like you, Paige. I don't want to lose you either, Lola.
Aw, that's sweet. Thank you guys for watching though. Stay tuned. I'll be reacting to more videos and I'm out.